Hey guys, RK here, and I just want to let you guys know of what happened on the Brazil trip. So if you guys didn't know, kind of at the last minute, I had to try and get to Brazil, and I knew about my time to be scheduled to be teaching in the School of Evangelism with Bram and Sheldry down in Brazil, but I wasn't sure when the baby was going to come, so as soon as the baby came, I decided, okay, I'm going to try and see if I might be able to raise the money for the ticket. And ticket prices had went sky high, like $2,600, and then the next day they dropped $1,000. And so I sent out a number of emails and put out stuff on Facebook, and I was just blown away again by the generosity of my friends and my family. So thank you so much for just being so generous with me and with us and with the ministry that we're a part of. And so, I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to go. I was able to get the money right at the last minute and jumped on a plane the next day and flew down, made my way to Curitiba, Brazil, to work with, like I said, Bram and Sheldry now. Alright, so we're in Sao Paulo. I always say we're. I'm in Sao Paulo, on my way to Curitiba. Had a good flight. More importantly than anything, got my Guaraná right when I got here in Sao Paulo. So I'll be flying over to Curitiba now and probably hit the ground running, helping Bram teach, I don't know, maybe tonight. Alright. They have a school of evangelism that they believe God spoke to them and to train up evangelists in Brazil. And so I taught my week on causing a Jesus epidemic, and at the same time when I got there, Bram was teaching in the DTS, doing his evangelism course for one of the YWAM bases there. So I was able to go and help Bram pray for the students to get blasted by the Spirit of God in the DTS, and saw a major move of God there. And then I was able to teach the students and the staff of the evangelism training school, the School of Extreme Evangelism. And it was kind of cool. The students, the day, well, no, it wasn't the day after my teaching, but one of the days after the teaching, Bram had them go down to do outreach in the streets during Carnival. And the weekend I was there was Carnival, so pretty much everyone and their grandmas was driving to another city. But they went out to the streets, and sure enough, they were on the bus, and God spoke to one of them that the person sitting next to him had heart problems. So he looks at him and he says, "Hey, is it true that you're having problems with your heart?" And she says, "Yes." So they prayed for her. She gets healed, and then she says, "Someone sent me a text today that said something today is going to happen, is going to change your life." And so sure enough, she got touched by Jesus, word of knowledge. They prophesied over on the bus, and they got video of it at the same time. So it was the first cool testimony that they've had happen in the School of Evangelism. So it was cool to be able to see it happen while I was there. And then the weekend of Carnival, most churches will do a camp for their youth. Everyone else is going to Carnival, so they do a youth camp. So Bram actually got invited to be the speaker for a very conservative Presbyterian church. And I don't have time to share the story right now of how we got in, but he actually had to go sit in front of a group of the presbyters, and they had to choose if it was okay for him to even speak to this youth camp. And they actually sat there and voted right in front of him, yay or nay to this guy. And the pastor actually said, maybe this is exactly what we need for our youth. And Bram says, well, you have to let me speak as long as I want. I get to speak on what I want to do, and you can't stop the move of the Spirit, basically. And so they said, yeah, no problem. You can have free reign to do whatever it is you want to do. So for, I think it was about 3 or 4 days, we got to go up, and we drove up into the middle of nowhere in the mountains, and it was raining in Curitiba for like the last 3 months. And sure enough, our car the car wouldn't make it up the muddy road, and we had to get out and push it a couple times up this big hill. But we drive up to the camp. Beautiful camp up in the middle of nowhere. And to watch the transformation that God did during the week, and not only these kids' lives, a lot of the adults that came. This church had a lot of the kind of the upper class, people in Curitiba in part of this church, and to see God work and change people's lives like over the course of the days was just amazing. I mean, people that are leaders in political parties in Brazil just getting so touched by this spirit, I kind of laughed at her because it was like her life has changed forever. Or another guy who walked away from God, his girlfriend dragged him up to the camp, and he tried to leave, and his battery was dead in his car, and so he had to spend the night, and then he was going to leave the next day, and then his tire was flat. And then sure enough, when Brahm gave his teaching on, look, you need to give your life to Jesus and lay it down, sometimes literally, he gave his life to Jesus. And next day decided that God called him into missions, and now so he's going to make his way into missions. And just to watch this guy, in the very last night, we did the Holy Spirit night where we prayed for everyone to be filled with the Spirit. We had an awesome move of God where these people just got rocked. And to watch this guy get touched by the power of God like he's been doing it his whole life. I mean, he just fell like a pro. It was awesome. And to see these just people get completely transformed by the Word of God and the working of His Spirit in their lives. And so, it was great to spend the week with my best friend and his family down there and see his 4 kids. But it's so good to be back with my family, even though it was only a week. I missed them like crazy, so I'm so glad to be home. Again, thank you so much for your generosity and what you do so that we can together fulfill the Great Commission and truly redesign our world. So thank you guys so much, and God bless you.